Welcome to today's Explainer. We spend a whole lot of time analyzing major health events, but today we're diving into something way more subtle. We're looking at how our everyday, seemingly innocent medication habits are quietly impacting our longevity. You might think your daily prescription routine is completely dialed in, but the latest data shows that how we actually take our meds could be secretly working against us. Let's look at the numbers and see what's really going on behind the scenes. Okay, let's dive into this. Picture this incredibly relatable scene. You're standing at the kitchen counter, staring at a handful of bottles, and suddenly you think, wait, did I already take my morning pills or was I just about to? I mean, it happens to the best of us, right? But mismanaging medications isn't just a fleeting moment of forgetfulness. The data shows it's actually one of the leading causes of hospitalizations for seniors today. So today, we're framing this explainer as a high-stakes countdown. We're going to walk through 5 critical medication mistakes that are happening right at home, quietly putting strain on your heart and internal organs. And listen, pay absolutely close attention to mistake number 5. It's an incredibly common oversight. Literally, almost everyone makes it, and fixing it is one of the simplest ways to ensure your organ health holds strong well into your 90s. And this brilliantly illustrates what we're talking about. Think of your kidneys as these incredibly delicate internal filters. As we pass the age of 70, our overall metabolism naturally slows down. That means our kidneys just don't process chemicals with that same speedy efficiency they used to. When we mismanage our medications, it's like a giant shock to the system. We risk hitting our bodies with sudden chemical spikes that an older system just isn't equipped to clear out quickly. Which brings us to our first major error. Mistake number 1, doubling up. You know the feeling. You realize you missed your morning pill, and you think, I'll just take 2 right now to catch up. But actually, scratch that. Trying to catch up is a massive shock to your kidneys. Take a look at Margaret's story. She's 76, realized she missed her blood pressure pill, and just popped a double dose the next day. Instead of feeling protected, that sudden chemical overload left her super dizzy and nauseated. Why? Because her kidneys simply couldn't flush that extreme excess quickly enough. The takeaway here, if you miss a dose, absolutely consult your pharmacist before you try balancing it out yourself. No DIY catch-ups.
Let's move on to mistake number 2, mixing supplements.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how hidden this danger actually is. This is a huge one, mainly because supplements feel so incredibly safe. We naturally assume natural just means harmless, but combining things like vitamin E or a daily garlic pill with heavy-duty prescriptions, that can create a totally unexpected chemical fallout. Sure, those natural remedies are great for circulation, but they actually act as natural blood thinners. If you're already on heart medication, you could unknowingly thin your blood to really dangerous levels, putting unbelievable stress on your vascular system and forcing those delicate kidneys to work overtime. Actually, before we jump to the next one, I want to hear from you. Have you ever felt totally overwhelmed by an ever-changing medication schedule? Because if you have, comment the number 2 down below to let me know I'm not alone. It's a really complex daily puzzle, and honestly, sharing our experiences makes it so much easier to tackle. Oh, and if you're finding this explainer helpful so far, definitely hit that subscribe button so you don't miss our future deep dives.
All right, moving right along to mistake number 3, taking pills without enough water.
Okay, so swallowing your pills with just a tiny sip of liquid, that causes the medicine to become super concentrated, irritating your stomach lining and totally clogging up your kidneys with toxins. Let's look at Frank's routine. He always took his morning pills with a few gulps of his coffee. But here's the catch. Caffeine is a diuretic. It actively pulls water out of his system at the exact moment his body needed it most. He was essentially making his poor kidneys work twice as hard to process all those concentrated chemicals. So, the crucial point here is the number 8. That's the golden rule. Always aim for a full 8-ounce glass of water with your medications. That's about the size of a standard coffee mug. It gives your body the necessary volume to dilute those chemicals and keep your internal filters flowing smoothly, rather than getting bogged down by a heavy concentration of toxins.
Next up, mistake number 4, over-reliance on over-the-counter painkillers.
Look, we all deal with joint stiffness, right? And it is incredibly tempting to just reach for common NSAIDs like ibuprofen for a quick fix. But frequent use of these anti-inflammatory drugs after age 70 significantly reduces blood flow to the kidneys, which can actually lead to chronic damage. So instead of immediately grabbing the pill bottle the second you feel an ache, consider natural, dietary anti-inflammatories first. Things like blueberries and pomegranates. They naturally support your body's response to inflammation, but without subjecting your kidneys to those harsh, blood-restricting side effects. Let's move to and see how this builds up to our final point. Here it is, the big one. Mistake number 5, spreading medications throughout the day.
Think about it. When you're taking pills at breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then right before bed, you basically spend your whole day in this anxious crisis mode, just trying to remember what you took and when. It's exhausting. So here's the concrete solution. Speak to your doctor about moving your non-time-sensitive meds into a strict, unified morning routine. Consolidating them literally eliminates daily decision fatigue. You take them with your 8 ounces of water and boom, you are done for the day. Plus, creating this predictable rhythm prevents your kidneys from getting hit with unexpected erratic chemical spikes in the middle of the night while your body's trying to rest and repair.
Our kidneys are totally the body's silent heroes, working around the clock to clear out toxins and keep everything beautifully balanced. By understanding and avoiding these 5 mistakes, you aren't just, managing pills, you are actively optimizing your longevity. So I'll leave you with this one provocative question. Which of these habits will you change starting tomorrow? Think about it, drop your answer in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks so much for exploring this topic with me today.